Man, what a difference 24 hours makes. Yesterday, if you will remember, I wasn't in danger of getting blown away, but the wind was definitely bad. There was more danger of something falling on me off of a tree than there was of me getting blown away or any real damage. And it's not to make light of the situation that is happening in Florida, especially the Panhandle, where I know a hurricane, a huge hurricane, just completely decimated the Panhandle of Florida. And I wasn't trying to make light of that situation at all. Just wanted to say that. But today it's beautiful. Like, today is the type of day that people who don't live in Southern California think that every day is like in Southern California. It's mid 70s, maybe 80 degrees outside. Little bit of wind, but it's relatively calm. So definitely excited to be back to having normal weather. And pretty excited about today's video because there's a dinosaur that MetaHub did a story on not too long ago, I'll say about a week ago. And it's a dinosaur that they mentioned they're seeing a lot more of. And that makes me feel better because I'm seeing a lot more of it in battle arenas. It's not a hard dinosaur to take out if you have a counter ready and available to go up against it. But if you don't, it proves to be a very, very difficult dinosaur to take out. And in fact, kind of sad, shamed to admit this, but this dinosaur, and it's not Indoraptor, it's a legendary dinosaur, and it has almost swept my team. If it had a little more health, I have no doubt that it would have swept my team because it has just enough health. It's a fast dinosaur, and it's got a toolkit that recently got an adjustment, taking a delay off of a certain move, and it really makes all the difference in the world. And for those of you who have this dinosaur and aren't using it, you might want to look into using it. This dinosaur is good even at higher levels, and it has a unique hybrid on top of that. And if you will notice, if you look through a lot of the higher level teams, and by the way, have you seen the ranking of the top ranked player? Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. I think the last time I looked, they were at 23,000. Let that sink in for a second. 23,000. I want to say that they were more than double second place. So I don't know that any amount of balancing is going to help that situation, but if you thought that you were going to make a run at the top spot in season 2 of Jurassic World Alive's tournament, it's pretty much already locked up. And that does end, I believe, on the 22nd. So if you are making that push towards the next level, I'm just still trying to make the push to 2250. I got within 100 points. If you follow me on Twitter, you saw that. And I think I've lost the next 4 after that. So that's kind of the way it goes. There is a special event supply drop right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and spin that. And there's also a Gallimimus. And I'm gonna go ahead and launch my drone here and go for this Gallimimus. Today's the last day to get the commons. So if you are wanting Gallimimus, if you're wanting Monolophosaurus Gen 2, then now's a good time to go ahead and get those. Probably should not have looked up, but this is going to be a pretty decent DNA total here. Not 214, definitely not my best, but not bad either. So there we go. I'm almost to 6,000 extra, and that is going to go towards Monomimus. Remember, you will have the opportunity to get Kulasuchus or Monolophosaurus later this week from special event supply drops. Obviously, you know which one I'm going to go after. But the dinosaur that I'm talking about, that I think everybody has, is a hybrid. It does have a unique hybrid, and mine is finally ready to go. Like I said, it's not even that difficult, but Utah Sinoraptor, ready to be created. This is going to be a combination of Utah Raptor and Sinoceratops. Look at that. What a beauty. Very excited about this dinosaur. As you can see, I'm not able to level it up anymore, and at level 16 it's probably under leveled for what I actually need at the current time, but you know I'm gonna throw it into the battle arena. I've got a incubator to replace. I gotta break my losing streak, but as you can see, Utah Raptor, Sinoceratops, however you want to pronounce that. And for a lot of people, the Sinoceratops is going to be the limiting factor. It's like a habitat zone 3. It's hard to find. You can find them at gas stations sporadically. The Utah Raptor was formerly, since the migration changed, I don't know if this has really changed or not, but it was a universal global rare spawn, so pretty easy to get plenty of DNA on that. And then the hybrid, well, no, now see, I've already gone and messed up what I was doing here. The hybrid that Utah Sinoraptor makes is Utah Rhinox, and some people say that that is the best dinosaur in the game currently. It is a unique. You do need Dracorex to level 20 and then your Utah Sinoraptor to level 20, so I just unlocked mine. It may take me a few days to get to level 20 and 20 on both of those. But here's what's gonna make Utah Sinoraptor so good. And here's what's gonna cause so many matchup problems for your opponent if they're not, if they get an unlucky roll where they don't have a good counter to this dinosaur. And that's the moveset. And what I was talking about earlier is the instant charge used to have a delay of 2, where now it only has a delay of 1. And that makes all the difference in the world, because you can really put your opponent in a bind where they're never going to get off a clean attack at this dinosaur. Now for those dinosaurs that completely counter, it's not going to be that big of a deal, but man, like I said, this dinosaur has almost swept me before. So what I'm going to do, I need to find one of these to go away, and the one that I'm going to take away is my Tragodistus. No particular reason why I'm going that route other than I just use Tragodistus the least of all these dinosaurs. So now I have a little bit more speed. I'm going to go ahead and open up this incubator. Now I have 2 spots to open up to fill, and Stygimoloch Gen 2. That's like the redheaded stepchild of the Stygimoloch line, if Paramoloch is like the beefcake cousin. And then more Utah Raptor, very apropos for this video. And you can see, like, I was at 4150. I was 100 points away and lost. So we're gonna try to do a best 2 out of 3. Hopefully, fingers crossed here, we get Utah Sinoraptor in my team. And here's the deal. I've never used this dinosaur, obviously, so I might make some misplays with it. But here we go. The verdict is in. Our team has been drawn, and we have... So I'm just going to start off with my Stegosaurus. The game has kind of gotten to the point where you can't just throw out your Stegosaurus and call it a day. I'm going to go with my Thagomizer. The reason why, and this is going to be bad news, there's only 11% chance that I'm going to get stun locked, which is stunned on all 3 of these turns. So good, that didn't happen. Now the reason why I went with my Thagomizer is because I was anticipating him using his priority move, the instant charge. I'm gonna go with my shield, and I wanted to still be faster. If I just used my superiority strike, I would not be faster on my following turn, but this time I'm faster on my following turn. So I'm going to do cleanse so that I can be faster on this turn as well, but he's going to rampage and run. Not a big deal. Monostegotops, I'm going to... I feel like I missed a turn in there somewhere. Maybe not. So I'm going to do armor piercing rampage, do the most damage that I could possibly do, and that was kind of a misplay right there, maybe. Because if I would have gone with my cleansing move, then I would have gotten 2 turns to his 1. but I didn't, and then I got knocked out. So that may have been a misplay there. The not getting my turn, the swapping, the impact and run kind of threw me off, so wasn't thinking super clear there. But we've evened it back up. 1 dinosaur apiece. Monomymus is an absolute pain. Good thing is I'm going to get to go. Never mind. Scratch that. We're going to have to hit 3 evasive stance. Okay. Now if I can do that again, and actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap out. I'm going to swap out into my Megalosuchus because I have the counter attack here. If I can hit 3 evasive stance, perfect. Now hopefully he doesn't take out 1600 of mine, and I can knock him out one more time. Ooh, 1199. Okay, so I got rid of the Monomymus, which is an absolute pain. And I'm only going to take like 1 more hit, and then I'm going to be knocked out. But maybe I'm set up to do well. I know that my Pyroraptor is a higher level than my opponent's Pyroraptor. Could be a good option to go in, and in fact that's the option I'm going to take here. Because even if he swaps out, I'm going to be able to do 2 huge damage impacts here. So here we go. I just have to survive the 2031. That's our magic number here. 830, perfect. Now I'm going to be able to do another significant damage, even if he swaps out. And my opponent didn't swap out, so that is going to be the 3-2 victory. And the nearsighted hippie goes down. Now I only got 28 trophies for that, so I was projected to win that one. So that wasn't any kind of a huge upset, even though they had the Monomymus. Best 2 out of 3. We're trying to get Utah Sinoraptor involved here. Cards have been drawn. Oh for 2. That's not good. And my team here is not great. This is kind of my worst case scenario of a deck, and it got even compounded there because the Monomymus has immunity. So I'm just going to impact and run. There's no reason for me to leave my Paramoloch in to face. There's just no reason for that. Pyroraptor is a better decision here. Tied for speed. I got the speed jump on him, but the evasive stance came in, and it's going to, because I'm gonna have to try to do this speed real quick. So I'm gonna use, because I knocked through the evasive stance of the previous Monomymus that I faced. So I don't have anything with a nullifying strike, so we're gonna go with Megalosuchus just for the counter attack ability. Again, the evasive stance. We're gonna have to hit through this evasive stance at some point. Nope. Nope. And I think the counter attack is considered 1 attack, and then the physical attack is considered a second attack. So as you can see, when Monomymus is dodging, then it's a complete mess to try to deal with. So now it's 1-to-1, although my Megalosaurus is basically done. Triostronics at level 16. I could take out a Triostronics at level 16. The problem is it's going to hit for like a lot of damage, and it has immunity, so I can't go with my Paramoloch here. I'm going to be behind the 8 ball on this. I'm going to lose a lot of health. This is going to be like 2100 maybe, 2118. I'm going to finish off my opponent and we'll be 2-2, but I'm going to be rendered stuck swapping out to my Paramoloch here on this next turn, because quite honestly 548 is not going to survive anything, and that's pretty much going to be GG for me here. The level 20 Paramoloch, like, I'm gonna have to get super lucky and not get stunned, but then stun lock my opponent. So, and it didn't matter. So, I have a feeling we're gonna lose quite a few trophies off of that. I think I was probably favored to win that just based on my opponent's trophy. Well, we were about the same. So minus 30 there. So it's 1-1, 1 win, 1 loss. Although I'm down in trophies because when I won, I only gained 28 trophies. When I lost 30 trophies. So here we go. One more try. Utah Sinoraptor. We got him. Now, how do I want to do this? I don't want to start with Utah Sinoraptor. It didn't work out for me well at all last game, but I'm gonna start off with my Paramoloch. When you do the impact and run, it's gonna move directly to the right, I believe. So that means that my Raja Ankylosaurus will be coming out following an impact and run. Now what I would like to do, that's a good start, is get enough stuns to completely whittle down this level 21 Stegodeus. It's gonna make my life a lot easier. So we got a critical hit and a stun. Now what I think I'm actually going to do here is I'm just gonna go back to my low stunning impact because I'm still gonna get to go first with my priority move here. My greater stunning strike and instant charge. So now I have 2 dinosaurs with instant charge here. So I'm gonna get to go first even though the Stegodeus was faster and I did not get the stun. So that's kind of bad news as far as my Paramoloch because now my opponent's gonna get to go first. Definitely going to do more than 1400 damage. And we kind of needed one more stun somewhere in there, either somewhere in there. But what I'm gonna do is, if I can go with superiority strike here, figures. But then I'm gonna swap out because 871 is not a lot of health left, and my Ankylosaurus with the counterattack move is going to be able to get like half of a shot in. It's not going to be a full attack, but half of an attack on this. Didn't matter, I was already slower. So then I'm just going to go with my shield here. I should be able to knock him out on the counterattack. Perfect. So now my shield is up. I'm in a little bit of trouble. And I'm going to hope that my Utah Sinoraptor can sweep. I'm using it as a sweeper here. Monomimus, which has the move of nullifying impact. Terrible, terrible. Everybody has Monomimus now except for me. Alright, and the immunity is not going to work here, so this is not a good matchup. It's not a good matchup. I didn't have Monomimus. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing that I can do here. The evasive stance is going to go down. I don't know how many times my opponent has survived the evasive stance, but and in all actuality, it's probably close to 50-50. Just totally honest, it's probably close. But man, every time that I'm not doing damage, it hurts. And look, I lost 31 again, which means that I lost 2 matches that I should have won. The worst I should have done is 2 wins and 1 loss. Probably should have swept, and that didn't happen. So, not the best showing for the Utah Sinoraptor, but if you have it, you know how good it is. And if you don't have it and you've gone up against it, you know in the right situation that it can be an absolute nuisance to deal with. Alright, so now, with the holiday events coming up, and I'm not sure exactly what they are, but there are holiday events coming up. I am within 42 DNA of Indoraptor. I'm going to get this dinosaur before November 1st. That's all I've got for today. So until next time.